All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to show you guys these pictures that I took with Brother Day. Now they're weird. Look at how the lights did above us. It's pretty awesome, right? There were like lights in the ceiling, the way they shine forth. And there's a gnome behind us. Well, it's a huge gnome. It's like a statue of a wizard, and he's holding a crystal ball. So we decided to include the crystal ball in there. So it looks a little weird, but yes, Brother David Day. Now he is the Idioni. That means knowing one. And I got another one. Let me see. It was just such an honor to meet him. You know, I've been studying his work now for like 2 years, and to really finally meet the man behind the words, it was just awesome. Um, we didn't get a chance to really sit down and talk because during these events, he was explaining that it's all scheduled. So we didn't have time to really chat it up, but he did let me know that he has had to get some lawyers on certain people that have been using the Megillah in the wrong way, trying to promote their own ideas or even trying to steal it like it was their work. So he does have the copyright, and that's why he put his picture into the new edition and his name all over it so it can't get stolen. So yes, but he said that the way I'm sharing it is okay, and that he more hard copies have been going out lately, so he can't complain. And just I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. There was one more picture of Brother Bert. For you guys who watch the Zoom service, you know who this is. This is Brother Bert. I named him Hercules the Strong. He like does all the work around there. You see him taking the trash out. I love it. It's almost just like the 12 tribes of workers. Everyone had their I guess you could say their office, their position, and everybody, it was just flowing. It was so pretty the whole weekend. It was just beautiful, but we had to keep the schedule. This is Hercules. All right, so let's get started. Today we're going to talk about the seven chakras because there's a story in here of Miriam. When she was 7 years old, she received 7 gifts from 14 Elefim, and it's pretty in-depth and detailed. First, it's going to talk about the Alefim and Mattcmah in the highest heaven. So, and then we'll get to talking about the chakras because those were the gifts that were given to Miriam. They were 7 stones, and they represent from the root to the crown. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so one of the first things that happened to me when I got to the gathering was I sat down in the meditative position and closed my eyes, and all I seen was purple. So I figured this was a good time to talk about these 7 gifts that Miriam received on her birthday, on her 7th birthday, because they are in regards to the chakras. Let's just get going. We're going to start in verse 66, Nazarean Book of Genesis, chapter 6, and it's talking about the dance, Kara Yetzirah, which is the dance of formation, was not only of geometry, but also letters and numbers. Yea, Jadeh and Janah, our Elohim, danced Sefer Ha-Chayam, which is the book of life. And the book of life was written with sacred letters and sacred numbers. Behold, the letters of that dance are 22, and all of their combinations. And the numbers of that dance are 10, and all of their combinations. Lo, the 10 and the 22. Make one sefer, which is one sipper, from one sa'ara. So they make one book, which is one communication from one whirlwind. This is the dance of formation. This is fresh. Okay. It says here in the Megillah, behold the 22 Otiyat Kedoshot. Now, I know you guys know I apologize all the time for butchering these words up because I don't really know how to pronounce them, but that's why I wanted to be able to show them while I say them so you guys can have a better understanding because sounds also are important. Okay, And it is important that I say them right. So I'm going to work on that, learning how to actually say these words. But in the meantime, uh, check them out for yourself. It says the 22 Otiat Kedosha, which is to say sacred letters from one Sa'ara. So there's three creators, seven doubles is what we're about to read about in chapter 8. These are Alefim. So fresh. All right, so I'm going to leave this up. We're going to start in chapter 8, on verse 228. On her seventh birthday, Miriam was in the bliss of performing an act of kindness to celebrate the gift of life. After feeding some hungry ants, tiny crumbs of bread, Miriam was lifted unto El-Cush. Yea, in the blink of an eye, she was translated to the first heaven of our world. She stood in the midst of an enchanted garden. Behold, before her was the tree of life, and beneath its branches stood Ishael and 14 Alefim. The Alefim serve as helpers of the tree of life in many worlds. Lo, each Alef was birthed in Mattcmah, which is the highest heaven within the mother ovum, and is the Alefim's homeland. Mattcmah is the primal center of the mother ovum, where at first Tzim was performed by Jah and Jalah before they ascended to surround the mother ovum in heaven most high. Mattcmah is the highest heaven within the mother ovum, but heaven most high is higher still, being the abode of Jah and Jalah that is outside of the mother ovum. The Alefim are born in Mattcmah, yea, and often take refreshment there for long periods, but also reach out to serve the tree of life in many worlds. For lo, they are the vanguard of the body of Christ, the chief helpers in the Lord, of the Lord and the Lady. No Alef has ever fallen into evil. They were the first creatures created from the dance of the Lord and the Lady, and have never fallen into a hell world, though hell worlds they may visit on missions of mercy. Yea, the Alefim, like the unicorns, are children of the embrace of the Lord and the Lady, who have never fallen, and thus are exalted. Even so, in their own exaltation of humility, they serve as helpers to the chief angels of the tree of life in each world, rather than as chiefs. For it is the will of the Lord and the Lady that the chief angels of the branches and roots in each world be from that world. Wherefore in Mattcmah the Alefim are the chief angels of the tree of life in that heaven, but in lower heavens serve in humility as helpers to the chiefs. So that just said a lot there, okay? Right? For it is the will of the Lord and the Lady that the chief angels of the branches and roots in each world be from that world. So that's so amazing. There's no telling how many worlds there are, but in each world is that they have their own people that were from that world that become the helpers to the people of that world. The Alefim, they've never fallen, and they are the chief of the chiefs, it was saying. It says, I'm at verse 244. Wherefore in Mattcmah the Alefim are the chief angels of the tree of life in that heaven, but in lower heaven serve in humility as helpers to the chiefs. Wherefore the chief angels in each world are not without the wisest counsel, for they are helped by Alefim, the most trusted servants of the Lord and the Lady. As behold, the chief angel of a branch or a root is not the force that is represented by that branch or root, but is the chief servant of that force. And the Alefim also serve as the overseers of the elementals that serve the tree of life, being masters of the marriage of the elements and forces, even as unicorns are the overseers of the animal spirits that serve the tree of life. Also, the Alefim serve as overseers of the fairy folk that serve the tree of life, and advisors to the Nasarean wizards who serve the tree of life. But just as important as all their other duties, the Alefim are grand comedians, able to even gift the Lord and the Lady with happy laughter of a pleasant nature. And in our world and in El-Cush, the Alefim serve Ishael, for she is the chief angel of the Mother Earth, and the 14 Alefim that stood beside Ishael in El-Cush on the occasion of Miriam's 7th birthday are not the only Alefim that serve the tree of life in El-Cush and in our world, but are the overseers of the Alefim who serve the 7 branches and 7 roots. Yea, on her 7th birthday, Miriam was lifted unto El-Cush, and there she stood in the midst of an enchanted garden, and before her was the tree of life, and beneath its branches stood Ishmael and 14 Alefim. Behold, this was the garden of old Eden, which was raised to El-Cush at the time of the fall of mankind. Ishmael spoke to Miriam, saying, Happy is the coming of the mother as daughter of mankind. Happy are we to celebrate her 7th year in the garb of human flesh. One cycle ends and another begins, for such is the meaning of the sacred number 7. Lo, Ishmael sang to Miriam a song. She sang with a voice like unto forests and flowers, waters and winds. And these are the words she sang. One cycle ends, another begins. In the sacred 7, the triangle and square are wed. Sacred fulfillment, completion is found. One cycle ends, another begins. With new birth, the dance of 7s in bliss continues. After Ishmael sang her song, she took Miriam by the hand and led her to the center of the circle of the Alefim. The 14 Alefim danced in a circle around Ishmael and Miriam. As they danced, they sang this song: Blessed is her coming, blessed is her dance, blessed is the mother come as daughter of man. The 14 Alefim were in 7 pairs after the pattern of the mating of the branches of the root of the tree of life. So it's 14, but it's 7. Because they're pairs. The 14 Alefim were in 7 pairs after the pattern of the mating of the branches and roots of the tree of life. Then behold, each pair of Alefim gave the holy girl a gift, and each gift was from the enchanted garden of El-Cush, and the manner of the giving was as follows. All right, so I'm just gonna say this and then we're gonna end, but the next video is gonna be about these 7 doubles. See, this is the Hebrew alphabet according to the Holy Megillah. It has the 7 doubles: Bet, Bahet, Gemel, Gehimiel, Dalet, Dahalet, Ka, Kaf, Pe, He. So it's actually just adding an H to these letters, and it makes it male and female. So this is pretty interesting. Each of these masculine and feminine energies of these letters are going to dance and give her a gem, a stone. And the first one is the root chakra. And in the Sanskrit, it's called the Muladhara, but we know it in English as the root chakra. And it has to do with safety and stability. So the first pair of Alefim to give a gift were named Bet El and Behet El. Bet El is male and serves the angel of the sun root of the tree of life. And Behet El is female and serves the angel of the power branch of the tree of life. Together, Bet El and Behetiel danced before Miriam. Then together they gave her the gift of their dance, a sacred gemstone. Behold, the stone was a red ruby. So we know that red and all of that goes with the first chakra. But what is so amazing here and what the Holy Megillah is teaching us is it's telling us what these chakras are made of. You know, we all know them as a force of energy, a source of energy, but it just told us that the root chakra is made of the power branch from the tree of life and the root of sun from the tree of life. So those are the 2 forces that are that are creating the root chakra. And what did it say? One of the things that the root chakra has to do with stability, safety. Learn about the sun. The sun makes an analemma. It also looks like an infinity symbol. And when you learn about the pattern that the sun creates in the sky, that's infinity, forever. So that's some stability there for you, baby. So these are why these things are hidden from us. But these 2 forces on this tree of life, it would be the angel of power. So it would be this branch connected to this root sun that create our Muladhara, our root chakra. Amazing information, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to just do the chakras. I just had a long introduction, but we have to understand about these 7 doubles, the masculine and the feminine energies that are mating these roots and branches and that are creating the forces so that we can be one with the force, right? How does it say in the Star Wars? Let the force be with you.